Hi everyone, it is Charlotte here, and I thought we would play with the Gelli Plate today. Um, I have to be honest, I have been playing with the Gelli Plate, and I'm going to show you really quick. I find I am doing tags way easier than paper. So these are some finished tags that I've done. This is all background, is all messing with the Gelli Plate. You can see the different colors. I have to admit, it's fun, guys. It's addictive. You start playing with it, and at first you think, I don't know what I'm doing. I can't even begin to tell you how many papers I threw out because I just thought, this looks terrible. But then I went to tags and just a smaller area, and that worked much, much easier for me. I mean, look at these. I just started and I couldn't stop. So these are done. These are all decorated and done. And so then what I did is I went to these. I think most of these are white, but this is the background. This is what I've done. These are just not decorated, but hopefully you can see the colors. It takes a little bit of getting used to mixing the colors and knowing. I think I was cleaning the Gelli Plate after each time I used it, and you can see it's just caked with paint. And I have found, for me, letting the paint dry and leaving it on there, it just works easier. I don't know why, it just does. So if you have Gelli Plates and you are afraid to use them, just get them out and start playing with them, because you're going to see how much fun you're going to have. These are some of the papers that I did. Now, I did make the envelope out of this. I did not like this at all because I had put copper paint on it, and the whole paper, I just thought it was too much copper. This I loved, but I didn't achieve that. I lost all the paint because I had put so much copper. But then when I made an envelope, that's not even decorated. It doesn't even need to be, but look at it. I think that for a medieval mirage journal, this would be fantastic. Then there was this one. And these I cut out, but I didn't glue, just so that you could see. Hopefully it's picking those colors up. And I really, other than making envelopes right now, I really don't, I don't know what to do with the papers. I mean, I can't imagine this just like being a journal page. But look at it. I got this effect when I stopped cleaning the Gelli Plate itself and left the dried paint on there. And that's why I thought, let's not clean the Gelli paint. Let's just let that dry paint stay on there and then see what happens. So I thought we will do some tags today. We will do some papers, but the effects are absolutely incredible. So let's play a little bit. And I am using just regular copy paper. I didn't pull out any cardstock yet. So we've got this blue on here, which I really, really like. There's not a lot up here, but I do have a lot of this blue. So let's see if we can put something with that. And like I said, I am just learning this, so please be very kind, because I really don't know a whole lot of what I am doing. How about maybe a cream color? Let's use a cream color, and this is just regular acrylic paint that I've amassed during the years. So we'll see what's going to happen here. It's like, it's magic. It really is like making magic. See if I can get some of that blue to come up. See what we get. I think I am going to grab a paper towel just to put down here. And let's put this down and see what happens. And let's go this way. And then maybe, I've got 3 tags here. Let's go ahead, put some tags down. And I don't want them all the same. So I'm just going to do that and lift. That's good. And sometimes I do rip the paper. So I think when you're using copy paper, it's very possible that that's going to happen. So if you do it, see how it pulls that up? Look at that. Oh, I already like that. Okay, let's see what we get off of here. We pull this back. Let's see what this is. Okay, I am going to put this aside, let this dry, and pull another paper, and let's put down this lime green. And how about a darker blue, and see what happens. I find I get into trouble if I'm using blacks. I love the metallics. That I have to admit. I love the metallics. So, I was at first thinking that if somebody gave me this Gelli Plate, and at first I thought this is just way too big, that I really wish I had a smaller one. But the thing you have to remember is if you have it as large as your paper, then when you lay it down, you're going to have to make sure that you go from end to end, corner to corner. And so once I learned kind of how to condense my size down, then it worked better for me. So I'm going to grab some of this green here. Look at that. Just get some of this excess off. Maybe a little bit on this. We'll pull. Ooh, looking good. Pull a little bit there. And then maybe, can I get any on here? Just a little bit. But it's all we need is just a little bit. All right. So let's gently pull this and see what we've got. Oops, see what I mean? That will happen if you're using copy paper, so be careful. Not a big deal to me, I don't mind. Because right now I'm just making envelopes out of these. But look at that. So let's put a little bit of black and see what happens. let's do that. Let's get a little bit of black. This is where I have to be careful. And then I want to start doing stencils and seeing what I can get with the stencils. Okay, let's put this side down here. So guys, I hope everybody's doing well. Let's see, I don't want to pull too much black, but I guess if I did, I could call it a Valentine. Look at that. Ooh, or not a Valentine, but a Halloween tag. So we have been wanting to do this. I need for you to let me know in the comments if this is something you'd like to see regularly. Maybe we'll use a Gelli Plate like once a week. So let me know. Let's see, what am I pulling? Not a lot, but there's some black here. Let's see if I can get that. I did. And get that. Yep. Look at that. Okay, so let's pull this. Let's see what happens. This is what we got, and that's cool. Look at that. That is so pretty. It's getting better. So let's bring back this pink and let's put a little bit of black on here. Not a lot. Not a lot. Just a little bit. I don't want to. I was finding that I was putting enough on that I was covering, literally covering my designs. So you have to get used to the Gelli Plate. You have to get used to your paints. But I think this Gelli Plate, I want to say is an 11 by 14. I'll measure it just to let you know. And if you're gonna get one, you can think about, they make them really small also. So they make them like tag size, a little bit bigger than tag size. So if you wanted to start with cards or tags, that would be a good size. Like I said, this one was gifted to me, and now that I'm getting used to it, I'm enjoying this size because I can do paper and I can do tags at the same time. But when I first started using this, I was like, ooh, I wish I had a little tiny one. This is a bit much. But now that I've been playing with it, and I've really only been playing with it for a couple days, and I'm just having a lot of fun with it. I have to stop myself from playing with it because I find that I'm doing this and not a whole lot of other stuff. So let me know if you want to have a Gelli Plate play day once a week, and we can do that. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, that's really pretty. Look at that, guys. That's really pretty. So we have that and we have this, both beautiful. So let's put some gold down. I think this is dry enough. Let's put some gold down. And if you didn't check out my Chocola paint set video from 2 days ago, you might want to do that, because that is Lois is asking for reviewers, and they supply the paints. You do not buy the paints. They gift you the paints, and all you need to do in return is an honest review. So if you're at all interested in that, you know, go over there. All the information's in the links. The only thing with the Chocola paints is they dry. They're a chalk paint. They dry really fast, so you have to work fast. But the colors were beautiful. So here's some gold. Craft Smart. It is, where's the color? It's hard for me to see with the glare, but it's acrylic paint, premium ultra bright metallic. I do not see, radiant gold is what this is. So we're going to put a little bit of this on. We're going to use this side, and I don't want too much, or I'm going to end up like I did with that one with this envelope here, which turned out to be absolutely beautiful, but it was more gold than what I would have really liked. So let's see. What we're doing here. I may not have put enough on, so let's try this out and have a look. See what we get. You know, now I need to discover if I'm going to do copy paper or computer paper. What am I going to do with it once I've made it? I mean, you can only have so many envelopes, right? So let's see if I put enough gold down. A little bit of gold. See that? Hopefully you're picking that up. Just a little bit of gold there, here and there. I think we'll do something else to this. I'm not completely happy with that. But let's use some more gold for the other sheet, and I think we need to put a little bit more on. I don't think we had enough. With experience, I will find the balance and know what I'm doing. So we're going to try to spread this around. I did pull out a couple stencils, but I haven't worked with the stencils much. Let's put this down this way. And let's pick up some gold on our tags. Not too much. If it dries, if you don't have wet paint, then it's difficult to pick up. You can get a little bit. Do you see that? It's really pretty. And I'll tell you something. Once I take this tag, look at that, and I get the distress ink, and I go ahead and I distress this, this will be a gorgeous background. So I don't have enough gold to use on the other tags. So I am saying definitely, for me, let your paint dry. Don't clean your mat. Just leave it. Ooh, look at that. Do you see that? Oh my gosh, guys, look at how pretty that is. And the finish just feels really good. I've been tempted to put wax on it and see what it would look like, how it would feel. look at, I like this just the way that it is. I think maybe some stamping might be really pretty on here of words, but I like that. So let's do something with, I'm not a big fan of this. And see, this is my problem. I look at this, and somebody that's really good with color, or somebody that's really good with the Gelli Plate could probably look at this and offer an idea. I look at this and I'm not sure at all. So, you know, maybe I'll go out on a limb. I'm trying to think of, I don't know. Let me see if I can find the color I used there. And maybe pull out a stencil. Was it that? No. These are the Chocola paints, the chalk paints. Was it that? No. Okay. What did I use? No, it was more of a green, looks like. It had to have been, I think. But it wasn't. I don't know what maybe I didn't use a Chocola paint. Charlotte, maybe you used this. I think that's it. So, you know, let's get a stencil out. And I have my Tim Holt stencils, and I think I'm going to go with the circles. This little pack is called, it's a mini stencil, and it's called Astronomus. Let's see, what is this called? Anonymous layering stencils. So let's go ahead. Wish me luck, guys. Wish me luck. Let's see what we're gonna do with this. Let's try this. I don't want too much. I don't want to mess this up. As you can see, a little bit of paint goes a long ways. If I put this down, maybe like this, I wonder if we'll pick anything up. When I look at this, I want it here, I think. Let's see what happens. And then let's use our tags. Look at that. To get some of that paint. Look how pretty. This one, I want some of this blue on this one, or this green. Let's see. This one, I think it's already dry, so we've got the air conditioner on and it's blowing. So we've got that, and then if we pull this up, let us grab this negative right here. See what we get. It was a little bit too dry, I think. I just got a little bit of ghost print there. So, yeah, I mean, I think once I create an envelope, once I put some distress ink on this, I think this is going to be really pretty. We should do it together. So let me go ahead and get some gold on my tags, and I'm going to go over this, I think. And I might put the stencil down. Let's see. Maybe it'll bring those. Let's see if it'll bring these circles up. here. See if it'll bring some of this blue-green up. And see if it'll bring any of this. Yeah, it did. Look at that. Let's check this out and see what we get. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Love that. And here came some gold. I wonder if we can get these circles right here. How fun. We did. Look at that. And then how about maybe these circles? Look at that. Oh my gosh, guys. This is what I mean. It's just fun. So, let's go ahead and let's do something with these. I just kind of want to keep playing with this one. I wonder, maybe we should take some white. Let's just do it. Let's come down here. See if we can pick up a little bit of that gold. We've got gold and blue. Let's see what trouble we can get into. Want to? Yeah, let's get into trouble. Be sure to let me know in the comment section if you want this to be a regular play date. I'm making it fairly thin because I don't want a lot of white. I really don't want a lot. Put some on the tag. Can't see it. I may not have put enough on, and that's okay if I didn't. I'm not going to worry about it. See if we can pick it up on here. Not really, just a little bit, just a hint. Yep, we got some. Let's see what it looks like. Ooh, yeah, kind of cloudy, ghostly. I like that a lot better. Yeah, I do. So let's play with this. So I'm going to take this, and then I'm going to move it. I have this whole kind of area dedicated, and then I'm going to get out my envelope maker, and I think I was using 8 1/4 by 8 1/4. Cut it 8 1/4 by 8 1/4, and then 3 1/8. Pretty sure that's what that is, 3 1/8. Otherwise, I would go to 8 5. Is that 8 5/8? I'm not sure that this paper is 8 5/8, so I think 8 1/4 worked really well. So it's like you have to pick a side that you don't mind getting rid of. And I really like this, so I'm going to get rid of this. So 8 1/4 puts us right there. So yeah, that's where I need to be, 8 1/4. So we're going to get rid of this little strip here. And then what end do we want? And I think I am going to get rid of this here. Let me see how many of the, well, I'm going to cut into the circles. Let me cut this white off, and then we will remeasure. Okay. So 8 1/4, I'm going to lose a lot of gold if I go this way. So let me just cut just a little bit of this. I really don't want to lose the gold. What I might have to do is come back in and redo the gold. 8 1/4. Okay, let's see. I am going to cut there. I'm going to think about it. We can do something with this. Look how pretty that is. So there we go. So we've got that, and then we take we're looking at 8 1/4, and then we're looking at 3 1/8. So I'm going to show you the difference when you start to put distress ink on this. There's our 3 1/8. There's our score. We are stuck. Why are we stuck? Sometimes we just get stuck. There we go. Sorry about that, guys, but sometimes it happens. We're okay, though. We just got stuck. Let's see, where's my line? It's the paint. I have a funny feeling it is the paint. There we go. So I probably should score on the other side. Okay, let's see what we've got. We will put this away. I just think it's kind of cool to make something out of this so that you can see it. See what this is going to look like. So if you've ever been thinking about possibly my score line, if you've been thinking about maybe a Gelli plate, I think if you go with a small Gelli plate, you can always go to a larger Gelli plate and make sure that you like it. And you can always use a smaller Gelli plate if you like to do cards or you like to do tags. Then what do I want? I think I want the flip to show those dots. So we are going to pull this up. And I've noticed with this size that I have to clip this piece right here. And I will have to do the same with this one. I think it's always fun to have a make so you can see what you've done. Look at how pretty. Look at what a nice surprise that is. And this makes a really pretty envelope. I think, yeah, this should come like this. I think that's better. Like that. But now if we get some distress ink, look at what it does to it. Do you see the difference? Look at that. Look at how pretty that is. Let's just do a little bit right here so you can see the difference between this and that, how it tones it all down. Let's go ahead and do the tags because I'm going to leave these tags the way they are. So let's I'll just do 1/2 and then I'll show it to you. You can see the difference. See that? Look at how rich it looks. I mean, you don't have to distress, but I think it makes a huge difference. Look at that. It just kind of takes your colors and tones them down. So there's one. Let's do the same with this one. And then I'll bring the tags back and you can see how I decorated them. And then you get an idea. I think probably a better idea. Look at that. Look at how rich that looks. And then we just go ahead and, isn't that a gorgeous backdrop for a tag? Look at that, guys. I'll put a little bit more. Oh, I didn't do that one. That's why I thought, oh, it needs it. I hadn't done it yet. So you might look at when you're playing with the Gelli Plate and go, oh, that just looks like a blob. And it probably does. But then when you go in and work your magic, it's incredible. So let me pull out, where did I put my tags? Okay, these are the tags that are like these here. Not really much. Love this with the pink. Not really a whole lot to look at right now. Really, not a lot to look at. But then we get this magic. So you can see the gold in there. And I took a piece of the corrugated cardboard and I just texturized all of this. I texturized this butterfly, and I took the Tim Holtz, I don't know what you call this, to rough up the edges of the ticket. This is an Artie Mays ticket, and I folded it over and I just put a lot of mixed media on that butterfly, and you can see the result that I got. This, I used a stencil with the gold, and then I had a bunch of rub-ons, Tim Holtz rub-ons in my stash, and I thought, let's get those rub-ons out and let's start using them. So I had vintage music paper, and then I had Tim Holtz ephemera. So again, here's an Artie Mays ticket, some more rub-ons. This was another stencil I had used. This one the same, lots of rub-ons. And then here I had a 49 in Market chipboard piece, and I took the Chocola paints and painted this, and then I took Seth Apter embossing and embossed over the top of that. Took a Tim Holtz word. This behind it is it is the tape, the drywall tape, and then another Artie Mays ticket. And then here's rub-ons, and this is a rub-on, so is this here. And then Tim Holtz, rub-ons, Artie Mays, but you can see what the background does. It makes all the difference in the world. Look at that. So if you have a Gelli Plate and it's sitting there because you don't know what to do with it, pull it out. Here's some crackle paste, chipboard pieces from Tim Holtz, but it's the background that, look at what that does. It's just incredible. It's another one. It's got the gold. I think this may be the bronze. And then this one, I think, you know, after having played with it and seeing what we did, I think you can get a little bit more of an appreciation for what is on the background. So if you're thinking about a jelly plate and you don't have one, I would, there's one of the miniature die cuts. And then the last one here. I had used a frosted crystals on here. Did not like the effect that I had gotten, and so I just layered. This is one of the chipboard people from Tim Holtz, and I just layered and just made it so that it looks old and weathered. This was a piece I found in my stash, so I went ahead and used staples and stapled it on. Then you've got rub-ons, and this is a Tim Holtz piece there. So I've got all these tags. We'll work on those others. I don't know, I may put together some more of the ephemera kits. We'll see. You know, I'm probably, the rate I'm going, gonna end up with so many tags that, yeah, what am I gonna do with them? That's what happened to me last time. So, will finish these, but you can just see how cool this is. Let me take a little bit of this and let's see if we can tell the difference between this side just with whatever I have left on my dauber here. And see, you can see it's just richer. You don't have to have it, but it just makes it a deeper, richer color. So guys, yeah, I mean, get out your jelly plates. I know one person had left me a comment saying they had a jelly plate, they're getting it out, and yeah, and if you're, just let me know if you want to do this every week, and we will have a jelly plate play date. So thanks for hanging with me today, and I hope everybody enjoyed themselves, and I will catch you in the next video. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.